Hi, welcome back to Chair Yoga. I'm Deborah, and I'm so glad you've decided to join me today. So, without further ado, we'll begin by rolling our shoulders back and down. Let's take a nice deep breath. And just drop your gaze to the floor, your lap, or you may close your eyes. We'll just take a moment to bring our focus inward. Feel the rise and fall of your body. And I challenge you to make your breath as deep as it can be. Each time you exhale, try to push all of the air out of your body. Now, one thing that's different about this yoga is that I'm not going to ask you to breathe in or out at a certain time. All I'm going to ask you to do is keep breathing. The most important thing is the circulation of your breath during this yoga. If you are a more advanced yogi and you are used to doing certain breath at certain times, by all means, please do. But I want to meet you where you are. This may be your very first time ever trying yoga. And the most important thing is just to breathe. If at any time you feel like you're holding your breath or that you're out of control, just take a moment, pause the video, find your breath, and join us when you're ready. With your next breath, we'll let our arms float up overhead. A lot of us still have our eyes closed. So if we're not exactly together, that's just fine. Don't worry. In my yoga, anything that is safe goes. As long as you feel comfortable, confident, challenged, and stronger by the end, that's where I want you to be. Using your breath as a guide, once more we'll bring our hands up. And this time our palms will look for each other. And they'll come down through the heart center. As they do so, our belly button comes in nice and tight. We've found our posture. We're sitting nice and tall. I'd like you just to cross your right foot over your left, or maybe you can cross your knees one over the other. We already have our hands here at heart center. Let's just turn and look to the right. Rotate your spine, and you may stay right here. If your body will let you, you can take the left elbow down towards the right knee. Try to readjust, put your thumbs right in the middle of your chest. Take a look back over your right shoulder, and you may stay right here. Remember, you may still be right here. Everything is fine. Find the position that works for you, and if you'd like to take it one step farther, you can drop that left arm towards the floor and lift that right arm up behind you and find your breath. Enjoying that rotation, enjoying a little stretch as you push that left shoulder down away from your ear. Maybe you're feeling a little pull on the outside of the hip. All answers are correct. We'll bring those hands back to heart center. And we'll unwind our upper body. And now we'll take our left hand to our right shoulder. Our right hand comes from the underneath. We take a deep breath. And we pull those shoulders off of our ears. Today, I just want you to drop your head and roll your nose from your elbow up to your right shoulder. Back down to that elbow, lengthen your neck, and back to the left shoulder. Just giving it a nice, easy roll. You're probably a little bit more smooth than I am. I'm trying to watch out for this microphone and not rub it on my sleeve, which I seem to be doing, so hopefully my editor can work with that. Allowing that neck to relax. The next time you get down to that elbow, I want you to bring your head back to a neutral position, squarely between your shoulders. Let's take a deep breath and just pretend to take our shirt off. Up and around. Oh, that feels good. Let's take our right leg all the way out to the side, dropping that left leg off the front of the chair. Now I just want you to scoot to the edge of your chair and let gravity help you open up that hip. Let it fall straight down towards the floor. My right hand stays on the chair as my left hand reaches up to find the ceiling. Make your body as long as it can be from fingertips down to your knee. Lengthen your body, lift your heart, find that breath. Remember, keep breathing. We'll turn our palm towards the body if it's not already. I'm calling the backrest of your chair the back of your chair. So we're going to lean towards the back of our chair to open up that rib cage just a little bit more. And then we'll take our left hand and pat ourselves on the top of the head, back of the neck, down between the shoulder blades, and open up into that tricep as well. Ooh, enjoy that stretch. Relax the hip, let it fall towards the floor. One more breath, really open up. And then we'll sit up tall. We'll open up both hips to the front of the room. We'll smile. Knees are on top of ankles, shoulders are on top of hips. Let's take a deep breath, reaching all the way up. Down through the heart center when you're ready. That means your belly button comes in. Our feet push into the floor, and we'll press our hearts forward to feel a gentle stretch on the inside of the legs. Big. You were probably holding your breath, so just remember, today we're concentrating on just keeping that breath nice and smooth. At your pace, take breaks as you need them. One more breath. And we'll sit up nice and tall. We're going to plant that right foot. Let's cross the left over either at the ankle or at the knee. We'll sit up nice and tall. We'll rotate the spine to the left. Take a look behind you to the left. You may be feeling plenty of turn and stretch already. Relax your right shoulder away from the ear, and if your body will let you, ease towards the outside of that knee. Readjust, get those thumbs right in the middle of your chest. Find your breath, and remember, you can take it one more step if you wish. Still trying to look behind us. Maybe you're here. Maybe you're here. Maybe you're just sitting quietly on your chair breathing. All of those answers are correct. Find your breath. Relax into the stretch. Keep your shoulders off your ears. We have one more breath here. Take your time. And we'll unwind that upper body. We're going to take our right hand this time to our left shoulder. Our left hand comes underneath. We take a deep breath. We sit tall and take the shoulders off of our ears. Again, we're going to drop our nose. Think long neck thoughts. So elongate first and then pull it forward down towards those elbows. We're going to come up to the left shoulder first, tracing the line of that arm with our nose, and then all the way back down to that right elbow, and then up to the right shoulder. Now remember, yours is going to be a little bit more smooth than mine. I'm trying to watch out for that microphone so I don't deafen you. Is deafen a word? I don't know. Make you deaf with a loud noise. Let's take it to the other side. Just rotating that neck, elongating, feeling a nice stretch. You may find somewhere along the way where your neck says, oh my goodness, I need this stretch. Feel free to hold it there. Make tiny little adjustments if you need to. Really massage that muscle into letting go. One more time, we'll come down to the elbows, and once we arrive, we'll hold it there. We'll wait for our friends, and then we'll bring our head in line with the spine. We'll take a deep breath and pretend to take that shirt off, up and around. And then we're going to step out to the left side, dropping our right knee straight down. Remember, we're going to let gravity help us pull that leg down. Flat foot with that left foot on the floor. Did you see how I was on the outside of my foot? That's not good. Flat foot on the floor for support. Left hand is on the chair. Remember, we're calling the backrest of the chair the back. So we're going to reach all the way up with that right hand. Palm is towards your body. Letting gravity help you sink that hip towards the floor. Hold on to the chair. Falling off your chair counts as falling, and that is against the rules. We're going to turn that palm towards our body and lean towards the back of the chair. Take a moment to really reach. Open up from fingertip down to the knee. And then if you'd like to take it to the next step, tapping the top of the head, back of the neck, down between the shoulder blades to try to open up that tricep. Find that stretch. Let your body be longer. If you've done videos with me in the past, you know I always want you to feel taller when you're done with these videos. So taking time to let that body open up. One more breath. And we'll sit up nice and tall. We'll drop that arm. We'll plant our right foot in front of us and bring the left on around. And this is a really great time to reach to the side and find some water. Our muscles are more pliable when we're well hydrated. So anytime you feel thirsty, take a sip. When you're back and ready, I know because you're on the edge of your seat sitting nice and tall. We have our shoulders on our hips, coming to knees on top of ankles. We're pushing our feet down through the floor, gathering strength behind our belly button. And when we do come to standing, I want to see your beautiful heart and your beautiful face the whole time. A lot of times we rock to lift ourselves. I want you to use the power of your body. Get ready, push those feet down, pull your belly button in, squeeze your glutes, and rise. And I'll meet you on the right side of your chair, please. We're going to start with balance today. I'd like you just to take a natural step forward with your right foot, leaving the left behind. And we're just going to lift our heels off the floor and set them back down. We're going to lift and set those heels down. Now, if you feel like this is too easy, try letting go of your chair. Just arms right by your side. Strong ankles. Now, if you feel like it's still too easy, you could bring your right foot directly in front of the left and lift and lower. One more time, nice and strong. We're going to stay on our toes. Up and hold. If your body will let you, reaching to me with your right arm. You can keep a hand on the chair, or if you feel confident, reach forward with your left as well. And then we'll open up for a great big hug and smile. Stay on those toes. Hold. And then we'll set our feet down. We're going to shift our body's weight to that right foot. I'm going to hold onto the chair with my left hand. As I bring my heart forward, my left leg lifts behind. I'm going to take a look at the floor. How high you lift that leg is up to you and your body. Try to adjust your hips so they're square to the floor. Also the shoulders. If you'd like to add a reach forward with that right arm, you may. I'm going to keep my left hand on the chair for safety. If you are experienced and feel confident in taking that left hand off the chair, you certainly may. Belly button is in. Stay square. You're going to be tempted to lean into that right leg. I want you to try to square off to the floor. My chair's wiggling. Nobody's using a rolling chair, right? Not safe. One more breath. And we'll stand up nice and tall. And we'll hula hoop. Just taking those hips around in a nice even circle. Popping, cracking, all okay as long as it doesn't hurt. Trying to hit every part of that circle that you can. Using your feet, feel how they move around on the floor. Let's go the opposite direction, please. Balance starts from the toes and works its way up our bodies. So if we have strong feet, strong ankles, we'll be so much better off. Round and round we go. And we'll hold it right there and smile, and then we'll move to the other side of our chairs, please. We're going to do the exact same thing, so we'll start in a natural step forward with our left foot. Right is slightly behind. Remember, if you want more challenge, you can try a foot directly in front of the other. It's up to you. We'll start off nice and tall. Ooh, belly button in, yes? Always. Let's lift those heels. And down to flat feet. Feel your whole foot on the floor. Up to toes. and down to flat feet. You can keep one hand by your side. You can keep two hands by your side. Working those ankles, strengthening our feet. Roll to the toes and down to the heels. Remember, if you feel like it's too easy, try making it a more narrow stance. If you feel like it's too challenging, could you bring your feet right next to each other? Of course you can. Take your time. It's nice and slow. Holding onto that chair if you need it. Once more up to our toes, and we'll hold it there. Up on those toes, holding there. We'll reach forward with the left arm. Maybe also the right. You don't have to let go ever. Let's open our hearts for that great big hug. Feel the strength of your ankles and your feet. Belly button in, be taller. One more breath. And we'll put those heels down. We're going to hold on to the chair with our right hand. Shift our body's weight to that left foot. As we tip forward, that right leg lifts behind. How high you lift is up to you. Could you stay right here with a toe on the floor and your heart lifted? You bet. Then you could just add that arm if your shoulder will let you. Anywhere along the way is just fine. Once you find your position, square your shoulders, square your hips, and hold there. If you want to drop a hand to the seat of the chair, you're welcome to. If you don't feel like you need a hand on the chair at all, make sure you don't need a hand, first of all. You may let go. I'm going to keep a hand on for safety. I like my beautiful face just the way it is. One more breath. And we'll stand up tall. Help yourself up. Let's roll those hips a little bit. Popping, cracking, all okay. Round and round we go. One more time. And then we'll go to the opposite direction. Once more. And when we arrive, we'll hold it right there and we'll move behind our chairs, please. So here we are behind our chair. I just want to give us that modified down dog. So if you want to do this on the floor, beside your chair with your hands on the seat of the chair or on the back of the chair, all answers are correct. We'll just take a deep breath and walk our way into that down dog position, stretching our shoulders as far away from the chair as we can, or if you're doing this on the floor, as far away from your wrists as you can. Trying to lift and push those hips up, back, and away. If you have trouble with your blood pressure, you may want to keep your head a little bit higher. That's going to keep your pressure more even. If you start to see stars or fairies, please stand up a little higher. Let's relax our knees and wag our tails gently side to side. Now, if you're doing this on the floor, wagging is a little bit more difficult, so you may want to come to all fours for this wag if you're in a down dog on the floor. And we'll stop those hips. Take a deep breath. Make your body just a little bit longer. And then we're going to take a big step forward with our right foot, leaving the left behind. And while you are here, I'm going to turn my chair to the side so you can see what I'm doing. So I just have my heel pushing down into the floor. My knee is right on top of the ankle. My belly button is in, and my shoulders go right on top of my hips. We're going to reach forward with our right hand, maybe the left. And then if your body will let you, you can take those arms over your head. You don't have to. You can keep a hand on the chair. If overhead doesn't work for your shoulders, on a diagonal works too. We have one more breath here. And then all I want you to do is drop those hands, put your body's weight on that right foot, keep the left foot behind you. This time we're going to keep our hearts lifted. Just squeeze your glutes and your lower back to lift that left toe. Stay tall. Reach up with your right arm. And maybe with your left, if your body will let you. Holding, holding, holding. We're practicing that balance. You've got this. One more breath. Whoa, can you tap that toe down if you need? You bet. And we'll drop those hips, or drop the toe, drop the arms, take a nice deep breath, and again, we'll walk away. So this is what that down dog looks like from the side. If you have blood pressure issues, keeping that head up. If you're able to drop the head down, you certainly may. A deep breath to make our spine longer. Try to shoot that tailbone all the way back through your spine. And then we'll take a step forward with our left foot, leaving the right behind to feel that stretch. If you're not feeling a stretch on that calf, feel free to take a longer step. Pushing that heel down, take a look and make sure all 10 toes are facing the same direction. That's what's going to help us challenge our balance. A lot of times that back foot will try to turn out. We want to keep everything in a line as much as possible. Keeping that left knee right on top of the ankle to feel strength. We're going to lift our heart. We're going to reach forward with our left hand. And maybe also with the right. Shoulders are down and relaxed off our ears. Belly button automatically comes in. And maybe those arms go overhead. Maybe they're on a diagonal. Lift your chin. Be proud of yourself. This is a warrior modification. Warriors are not dropping their heads. They're tall. They're proud. One more breath in this position. Really try to push that back heel down to feel the lengthening of that calf, please. One more breath. And we'll drop our hands. We're going to put our body's weight on that lead foot, lifting the right behind us. Lift your heart, lift your beautiful face, lift your left arm, squeeze your glutes, and lift that right leg if you can. If you need to keep a toe down, no problem. We're here to meet you where you are and push you just a little bit further. If you feel confident in taking both arms up, you may. Whoa, can you wobble? Sure. Can you tap your toe? Can you hold on? Yes, yes, yes. Nobody's perfect. If we were, we wouldn't need to practice. We have one more breath. Feel that strength in that left leg. And we'll drop the hip, drop the arms. Let's just shake it out a little bit. Take a step away from your chair. Be strong, and let's bang the gong right here. Letting those hands hit gently against your body. Letting that body relax a little bit. We have one more time, and then we'll stop right there. We'll hold on to that chair one more time. We're going to take a little step away, but not quite as far as we were before. I want to do a little cat and cow right here. So I'm a little bit closer to the chair than I was in my previous down dog. You can see my head's up a little higher. I want you just to round your back and take a look at your belly button. And then we're going to drop our belly button towards the floor. Lift your hips, lift your shoulders, lift your beautiful face. You may feel a little pull on that hamstring. Perfect. Let's round, round, round. Tuck your pelvis, drop your shoulders, bow your head. And then lift the hips, lift the shoulders, lift your beautiful face, feel the sunshine. We'll round, round, round. Mobility in that spine is so important. And then we'll come all the way up. Now you could do this on all fours for sure if your body will let you. Some of us have a little bit of trouble. We can get on the floor, but getting back up is a little bit more challenging. So this is a great option. It gives you a little bit more mobility than we have when we're sitting in the chair, but we don't have to get on and off the floor. Give it one more round here. And one more drop to the floor. Lifting that beautiful face. Smile right here, and let's come to a neutral spine. Walk our way up to the chair. I'm going to turn mine back to be the same as yours. We're just going to come around, have a seat. Feel free to grab a drink. I want to finish up with a nice breathing exercise since breathing was kind of our focus here today. So I don't know what time of year you're watching this video, but I am making this video as we enter cold and flu season, and there's this little virus going around, so it is so, so important to have strong lungs. So I wanted to give you a breathing exercise that is A, very relaxing, and B, will help keep your lungs strong, your air circulating, and all those muscles that surround our chest cavity nice and flexible. So let's begin just sitting back against our chairs. This is called Ferris wheel breath. And so most of us can imagine that Ferris wheel, how it works. You come up slowly. It's a circle, so it's the same on the other side, and you ride down that Ferris wheel. So our breath, it lifts our diaphragm, it comes all the way up into our head, and then right when you think you can't take in any more breath, you have a pause, and then you exhale the other side, right? So they're always loading and unloading. It seems like you have that pause at the very top. And then you just ride down the other side. I'm using my arms to help me visualize. If this is bothersome to your shoulders and you can just feel the energy, the G-forces on that Ferris wheel, you don't have to use the hands if you don't want to. Once you find your rhythm, I want you to feel free to close your eyes. Feel your breath lifting you up. And just when you think you can't hold any more air, you reach the top and you exhale slowly and controlled. You can feel free to breathe out through your mouth if you wish. I just want you to control it. Inhale and bring yourself up on that ride. And then when you reach the top, you have a moment where you're not breathing in or out. And then you ride the backside, exhaling slowly. You may begin to feel lighter as you move that air through your body. Feel that weightless feeling of riding up. And then the relief of the way down. If your shoulders start to feel tired, just let your hands rest on your lap. Continue to feel the ride. The Ferris wheel may be getting a little bit bigger. The ride a little bit longer. For some of us who have had trouble with our lungs, you may be riding a smaller wheel right now, and that's okay. The more you practice, the bigger your wheel will get. Just imagine yourself on that lift, the thrill, the excitement. And then the ride as you exhale. Let your body expand. Maybe that pause at the top is getting a little bit longer. You know, they're loading and unloading people at the bottom. So sometimes you have to stay there at the top and swing just for a couple of minutes, moments with our breath. Friends, just a couple more rotations of that wheel. And the next time you are riding up, I want your eyes to open at the top and take a look at the view around you from the top. I hope you see a smiling face. Friends, I want to thank you so much for spending your time with me. If you like these videos, please tell someone about it. Like, subscribe, all that jazz. But most importantly, please come back and see me again. Namaste.